Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a mono battle held on Snow Fortress, and let's go ahead and introduce these players on the top side of the map. We have the blue team, represented by the blue Zerg player, it is King Wraith. From SC2 TV, the blue Terran player, it is the Acer. From Cheese, which you've seen before, the blue Zerg player, Ragnar. And the blue Terran player, Chuck Norris. In the bottom side of the map, we have Team Red, represented by the red Zerg player, it is Bloodstock. The red Terran player, Death Zone. The other red Terran player, The Boss, with a nice little Velociraptor spinning logo there. That's awesome. And the red Zerg player, Intimidator. Intimidator. I think it's Intimidator, but anyway. Anyways, bad spellings count for names anyway. So here we are with another mono battle. This is a blind random, which just means you would choose a race. You're given a unit with an optional repick. So you have like two options. You hope you don't get screwed by your choices based on your other teammates' stuff, but sometimes you do. Sometimes it happens, and it's a-okay. So no Protoss in this mono battle. Interestingly enough, usually Protoss dominates these team games, but today it's all Terran, it's all Zerg all the time, which actually might be interesting as far as fan response goes for you guys, because TVZ is my most favorite, or my most popular matchup, I would say. Not my favorite matchup. PvZ is where it's at, but TVZ seems to get the most attention. Anyway, we do have somebody talking about Corruptors going to snipe things all over the place. I wish I could tell what people... I tried to look at the top side here and see people had chosen. I heard some discussion about Raven. Obviously, Corruptors are involved here as well, so we'll see how this works out for either Team Red or Team Blue. Actually, we can kind of sneak around and see, right? That's a factory coming up for Death Zone. So obviously he's not a barracks player. Dang it, stop talking, you guys. You're covering my stuff. You're covering my stuff on the left side is where you're at here. Zerg player, do you have any larva? No, you guys are doing a good job spending your larva. Too good a job spending your larva, actually. I can't see what the Zerg players are able to make. How about you, Zerg players? Can I see what you're making? No, this might be a higher level mono battle than we've seen in the past here. Every larva is being used for something. Players are expanding like crazy. Chuck Norris actually just throwing a command center at these backdoor rocks as a way to get inside Blue's base. Like, he's super ready for whatever is going to come through there. Probably upgrade it, I would assume, to a planetary fortress, but maybe just, if it's just a spotter, you just put a supply depot back there and call it good. I don't know why you'd build a whole CC. Anyway, Zerg players have expanded. By Zerg players, I mean one Zerg player has expanded. Oh, another one is on the way for Bloodstock here. And that's an evolution chamber coming up, probably for anti-air. Again, just worried, I think, more about the other opponent here. Please lower the supply depot. Death Zone, says Bloodstock. I gotta get out. There it is. There we go. Ling's moving out here. So is it Zergling? It must be just Zergling for Bloodstock. I don't see any sign that he's going for a Baneling nest, which would be an option as well. But no, it's just going to be Ling for Bloodstock here. He's getting the evolution chamber possibly for Ling drops. Does he have an Overlord? He does have an Overlord in position for Ling drops. I love how often we're seeing Ling drops. Ever since that became a thing with the Overlords in the earlier stages of the tech tree. Some Banelings here for Ragnar. So he's Baneling. Our blue Zerg player is in fact Baneling. Ling's trying to run around and murder stuff. But Planetary Fortress at the front door for Chuck Norris. And Planetary Fortress is going to be at the back door as well for Chuck Norris. I'm liking this. The Lings have a hard time breaking down walls anyway, but especially if there are PFs there. It's just nigh impossible is what it is. Chuck Norris then expanding again. Ling's trying to come up this backside, but there are spines on this back door. King Wraith really holding it down back here as well. What are you making, King Wraith? Help me out here, friends. Ravager. Ravager for King Wraith. So Ravager, Baneling for Team Blue, and their Zerg players. Terran players. Starport here on top of our reactor for the Acer. So Viking, I'm going to assume here for Acer. And how about Chuck Norris? What's he doing? He's making planetary fortresses for one. I don't think he has any tech. Okay, he does have a barracks, but can't make anything from it, so it's not a barracks unit for him. Bloodstock, you know what? If he gets some... Here it is. There's a drop lord here. Can fit 8 Lings inside. If he gets up, like, back here in Ragnar's expansion base, I mean, there are some Banelings that can defend, but how long it takes for them to get back there, I don't know. Oh, Cyclones are here for the boss, our red Terran player. Taking down creep tumors. Can it take down 2 spines at the same time? No, not by his lonesome. That Cyclone pilot is not that good at shooting his gun, or maybe it's just the gun is not that good. Spine crawlers at the front for Bloodstock. A lot of static defense. Both teams really worried about getting rushed. Cyclones for the boss coming out like crazy. Starport player here for the boss is Medevac and Ravens. So maybe just Ravens? Could this be Ravens? Ling drop coming. Oh, it does get scouted. They see it. But that Planetary Fortress will be a PF in very short order. The Banelings want to hit. Oh, in range of the Planetary Fortress to the south as well. You Lings, bad targets. Oh, one Baneling taking out the rest of them. The Vikings here from the Acer. Yes, it is Viking. From the Acer getting rid of the Drop Lord. And Bloodstock trying to do this thing, but not really working that well. Cyclones for the boss want to get rid of these rocks, and they had it. But these are a lot of Ravagers from King Wraith. Ravagers do pretty well against Cyclone. I don't see this working very well for our Cyclone player. Additional expansions by Intimidator. That's so close to a word in English, but it's not. It is not a word. Pretty sure communications graduate here from college, and it just means I know what words mean. Otherwise, not a super marketable skill in today's economy. Lings and Cyclones ready to rock. Ravagers say, get out of my house. Crossbiles landing, getting a couple of good hits. The boss kind of juked himself into that one. Strangely enough, Corruptors for Intimidator. Intimidator out. That is just... You're Intimidator from now on. That's not what you say, but that's what your name is. So Corruptor and Cyclone. Hanging out with some Lings moving up and some Widowmines from Death Zone. So that's what it is for Team Red. It is Cyclone, Corruptor, Widowmine, Zergling. Interesting composition to be sure. Ravager, not bad against most of these things, actually. The Widowmines aren't going to be a problem with Corrosive Bile. Trying to Corrosive Bile down Corruptors, but again, as most things that move really fast, it's hard to hit them with a Corrosive Bile because they can dodge extremely well. Banelings do have speed. That's going to help for Ragnar. At the same time, we do have additional Vikings coming in for the Acer, but the Vikings are going to be great against the Corruptors. But otherwise, I don't know, man. Good hold here by King Wraith. The Banelings, Vikings, Ravagers, Corrosive Biles do take down a Cyclone. And just walking right on out here is King Wraith going after the Widowmines. They're firing on stuff, but it doesn't really matter. They're forced to retreat as well. The Cyclones are getting chased away, chased back by these Ravagers. Again, just a great answer to most of the stuff that Team Red has. So Ravager player, if you can macro it all, we can get you a lot of Ravagers. I like where we're going with this. Lings might be a bit of a problem. If it's just like a huge bunch of Lings upgraded against these Ravagers, they'd probably do okay for themselves. Intimidator, flying around with its Corruptors. There are missile turrets in most places. Spore Crawler's not so much in Ragnar's bases, but he's pretty well protected by the Terran player and the placement of these turrets. I'd be surprised if anything got through there. High-Stock auto-tracking on the way. Chuck Norris is Raven. So Chuck Norris is Raven here, and Viking coming in from the Acer, as we mentioned previously. So a Raven player there. Anybody else Raven? Yeah. Chuck Norris is Raven. And I think it's just the one Raven player. I thought maybe there was another one, but no. Just Ravens. So Ling, Corruptor, Intimidator trying to get in here and murder some things. Planetary Fortress actually knocks down his own rocks, and Caustic Spray going to be used. Oh no, front door, back door, Planetary Fortress. Go and die here. Caustic Spray is so good. Auto turrets from Chuck Norris save the day. Chase away the Corruptors. Get out. Get out of here. Leave my Planetary Fortress alone, says Chuck Norris's Ravens. Additional macro hatches coming up from the Ragnar. Wants to make a lot more of these Ravagers. Should be able to do it here. Who's expanding better? Bloodstock. Death Zone has bases out. Intimidator has stuff as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bases for Team Red, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases for Team Blue. That's probably, again, because Chuck Norris spent a lot of time building command centers and not so much getting up to his Ravens, which just he needs minerals for, not so much of the gas. He actually has a lot of Planetary Fortresses. He has 4 of them. 4 of them and 3 starports for all the Ravens he wants to build here, strangely enough. All right, so setting up at a gold base here is the boss for Team Red. I'm liking that aggressive expansion. If Team Blue is going to turtle up this hard with this many Planetary Fortresses, this is kind of Ketrock style, except in a team game, isn't it? You just turtle up with Planetary Fortresses, get a lot of Ravens out, and then move. And it's pretty hard to deal with if it's played well. Can't help but feel we're way behind, says King Wraith. You know what? You're probably not wrong about that. You're down in bases. Widowmines setting up outside the front door of the blue team. Death Zone saying, you want to come out here? You're going to die. SCV, boom. Destroyed. More turrets, says the Acer. Ravens coming down. And again, Ravens do have detection and they have auto turrets. So they can actually get rid of these Widowmines pretty effectively, depending on how much energy you have. And the Widowmines aside, that is correct. Ling's trying to take down a base of Chuck Norris's along the right side, but guess what? Planetary Fortress. Nope. Corruptor's trying to murder stuff as well. There are some Spore Crawlers, but you can find a little angle to get rid of this base if you want to. Don't just sit on the spore crawlers, though. That's a bad idea. Sitting there is really, really bad. The Ravagers flying around. Got a drop coming. A Cyclone drop attempted by the boss over here at King Wraith's base, but no. Not going to be allowed to happen. Corruptor's going to go Caustic Spray on one of King Wraith's hatcheries. And Corrosive Bile's moving him out. So oh, and the Viking fleet shows up. Whoa! Big old Viking fleet doing extra damage versus armored, which is what Corruptors are. Again, you don't want that Viking fleet to find you, whatever you do. It reminds me of Muta versus Liberator in some of these battles. Cyclone's on the ground, trying to murder some stuff. The Vikings are going to land to get rid of the Cyclones, and guess what? Bonus damage versus mechanical means the Cyclones are gone. That's exactly what it means. Widowmine's still trying to be effective here. I don't know if they're going to have a good place in this game. Ravager is just basically Corrosive Biling this ramp so that nobody can come up. Remember what I said about Lings getting this around on these Ravagers? This is what's going to happen here. The Lings do have +1/+1 at this stage of the game. Is pretty darn fantastic. Corrosive Bile's trying to land on top of these Widowmines like crazy. Widowmine's burrowing, getting a shot or two off, actually using Hunter Seeker Missile, and oh, does it fizzle? Oh, no, it hits. What? Oh, that's just Banelings. I thought that was Hunter Seeker. Banelings on top of Widowmines, trying to get rid of them. Lings running around free inside King Wraith's base. Ravagers coming back to try to clean up that defense station. Absolute insanity. Here on the left side of the map, the Corruptors trying desperately to make this thing happen, but I just don't know if they have a place in this game. Do they have a place in this game? I'm not 100% convinced that that is the case. Cyclone player for the boss as well, just kind of hanging out. Raven count getting a little bit high for Chuck Norris. He has 11 of them. Banelings just sacrificing themselves to get rid of these Widowmines, and you know what? It's pretty good. It's working pretty darn well here. Banelings running, Widowmines running as well, getting some hits. Are Banelings a little faster than Widowmines? 4.13 move speed and 394. Yeah, Banelings with speed are a little faster than Widowmines. How interesting. Banelings going to crash on top of your Cyclones, killing one. Killing one more. Banelings coming down from Ragnar, but Banelings unsupported. I mean, unless you can sneak into a mineral line somewhere, they're just not that great. They're just not that great. Chuck Norris is building more bases. He has 5 planetary fortresses now. He is making 4 additional command centers. I mean, it's just adding up to a big-time number. High Staccato tracking on the way from the boss, our Red Terran player. Poor Corruptors. There are 36 of them. It's pretty good. They just need to find something to do. And really, if you kept tabs on stuff, there are bases from Chuck Norris that you can probably snipe down before the Vikings show up. Probably get rid of that there. This gold base by the boss has been up for a while. He doesn't have many SCVs here, though, so the income can't be that fantastic. Although better than nothing. Ling's running around. Overlord for Bloodstock's been scouting stuff, though. Bloodstock's not asleep on the job. He's running... No. Don't run here. Run here. Yes, here we go. Going to force a cancel on that command center upgrade to a planetary fortress. This one at the gold base on the right side here by Chuck Norris might actually get up in time. Ling's just can't exactly engage here where there's a planetary fortress. It's just not going to happen. Ravens throwing down auto turrets, and Lings are smart enough to retreat the heck on out of there. Run. Run, you guys. 12 Widowmines being processed at a time by Death Zone. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Planetary Fortress for Chuck Norris is done. Ravens coming over to protect that one as well. Corrosive Bile's taking down Widowmines that are hiding under the ground. That's where they're hiding. But they are being revealed. They are being revealed as well. More Widowmines coming in. +2 vehicle weapons being researched by the boss. More Cyclones, as we mentioned previously. Widowmines. Wait. Oh, Death Zone has a Raven, but not for attacking stuff, just for detection. Just for detection. Corrosive Bile's laying down the Ravager player here. King Wraith is dealing with a lot of Widowmines and a ton of Cyclones trying to kill him, but the Cyclones peel off, veer off to the right, and try to do something. Again, Team Red not necessarily playing in the bounds of team games. They're kind of running all over the place, willy-nilly, not necessarily working together. Ling's trying to kill auto turrets, which, okay, that's fine. Oh, the Banelings want to destroy them very quickly as well. The Cyclones wandering up here into Team Blue's base, kind of by themselves and doing okay. They do have +1/+1. This base by King Wraith might absolutely die. Who's going to deal with this? The Banelings trying to deal with this, I guess. Widowmines burrowing themselves onto this ramp, so the Cyclones are covered. Spawning pool for King Wraith is toast. Lair for King Wraith is going to die as well. If he loses the Roach Warren, it's a big-time problem, but the Banelings rolling on in. So many Banelings! Oh, Cyclone player! Oh, no, the boss. Still alive. Still alive. No, focus these buildings down. You can't kill all these Ravagers by yourself. Get the buildings. Get the Roach Warren. Not doing it. not getting the Roach Warren. And Ravagers just kind of having a field day. Right about this time, this group of Cyclones is going to die. No matter what. Zergling's trying to kill this planetary fortress on the right side of the map. They have +2/+2. Is the repair by the SCVs going to be enough? Gotta kill the SCVs. Oh, it's enough. The Lings are forced to retreat. They are forced to retreat. Corruptors want to finish it off, but here come the Ravens from Chuck Norris. Here come the Ravens. Losing a couple of Ravens there, actually. Hunter Seeker missile being used. The Ravens not retreating from them. Oh, no. Pretty good splits. I mean, okay, splits. Not the greatest splits of all time, but the Corruptor player doesn't really care right now. He's still alive. It's just a lot of his Corruptors have very low HP. Ling's running around willy-nilly inside. King Wraith's expansion along this left side. Caustic Spray, is it actually going to kill something in this game? For the first time, they get a planetary fortress. Congratulations, Intimidator. Ling's killing some drones here for King Wraith. King Wraith is what? Down to 33 workers? That's not good. That's not a good number at all. Actually, oh, that's Ragnar, 33 workers. King Wraith is doing okay. King Wraith actually has 45. 45 workers is what he has. Rebuilding this wall is the Acer. King Wraith's Roach Warren may actually survive yet another battle. The boss has a gold base. Bases along the right side and the left side of the map have been taken. Is every base going to get taken in this game? Doesn't happen a lot. But by golly, it might very well. There's only 2 left that have not been taken by anybody at this stage in the game. King Wraith wants to get rid of this planetary fortress, but guess who's here? A lot of Cyclones. 1,000,000 Corruptors, which not really concerned about that. The Banelings might just go straight for this PF and kill it. Are they thinking about it? No, they want to protect. They want to protect and serve the Ravagers here. Command center for the boss. It's upgrading to a planetary fortress. Will it finish before it dies? Corrosive Biles are hitting it, and no, it doesn't. It ends up exploding there. Nice timing by King Wraith. Going to try to take down this PF with more planetary fortresses. Some bad rally on Cyclones. A bunch of them do get killed. Vikings trying to support as well. Team Blue really getting some good teamwork here. The Ravagers doing the brunt. The Banelings and Vikings are supporting here. Corrosive Biles on top of this planetary fortress. Can it be repaired and saved? So many PFs raining from the sky. I mean, Corrosive Biles, CBs raining from the sky, and the planetary fortress is completely toast. Ling's up here for Bloodstock, halting the construction of the command center along this right side of the map. Missile turrets getting exploded. Refinery dying as well. Widowmine player, no more Banelings. Woo! Widowmine's taking a lot of those Banelings, actually. How many Banelings are left on the map? 37? 37 is pretty good. The Widowmine's desperately trying to hit something, but every time they... Woo! Every time they do try, the Banelings show up and just wreck them. Is what happens. So losing bases here lately has been Intimidator. Meanwhile, Team Blue continuing to make this stuff work. Did the base die here? I think a base must have died here. Lings must have killed it. Bloodstock doing really well with his Lings, actually. This is how you play Zergling in a 4v4 or a mono battle. Is you just do Ling run bys, you try to kill as many workers as you can, try to kill bases, if you possibly can as well. Fully upgraded Lings. Their DPS is actually super scary. They almost took down this hatch despite the presence of these Ravagers and these Banelings. Corruptor player Intimidator needs to find stuff to kill, is what he needs to do. Just don't worry about missile turrets. Don't worry about Ravens, I guess. I mean, you know what? That Hunter Seeker actually did hurt them pretty badly, so maybe you have to worry about those. But 61 Corruptors in the sky. Fully maxed out Corruptor army here. Caustic Spray being thrown down on something. I can't even tell. Nope, it sounded like there was, but then it must have been canceled. Or maybe I just was hearing things. +3 Flyer Carapace coming up for the Corruptors as well. Ravens with Viking support. Oh, look out. Look out. Hunter Seeker being thrown down. Vikings destroying stuff as well. Trying to split, possibly. Does a pretty good split for one of them, but... Woo! Hunter Seeker, 4 distinct impacts there. Ravager Banelings over here on Intimidator's left side base in a lot of trouble. Bam! Goodbye, Hatchery. Thank you for playing. Vikings and Ravens flying around the right side, trying to figure out what they can kill. A lot of Spore Crawlers trying to be thrown down by Bloodstock here, but auto turrets should make quick work of them. Yeah, sorry, Spore Crawlers. I think that might be it. Forcing a cancel at the very least. Ravager player waltzing into Intimidator's base on the left side. There's really nothing to defend this whatsoever. A lot of drones are going to die here. The Baneling. That's it. Intimidator's out. He lost his hatch. He's toast. Absolutely toast. The boss still trying to make things work here with his Cyclones up along the left side, but he's alone. You'll notice the lack of teamwork for Team Red. If you ever play a mono battle, try to stick with your teammates, even if they're terrible. It's just better to have people with you in this situation here. Ravagers for King Wraith. Not fully upgraded, but +2/+2 is done, and that's pretty good. in its own right here. So red team bleeding heavily from several open wounds to their core area. The Cyclones for the boss still murdering stuff pretty well, killing a whole bunch of drones. Probably going to take out this hatchery at some point if they decide to focus it down, or just killing drones is also probably pretty good. Ravens flying around, auto turrets tossing down wherever they may well be. The Vikings just supporting the Ravens. That's all you got to do. Just support the Ravens. If the Corruptors show up, you're going to be okay. Auto turrets tossed on down. Widowmine's getting destroyed. Widowmine's actually firing? No, none of them fire. Some way, somehow. These Cyclones are still murdering stuff. The Ravager player still down on the south side for Team Red as well. More Zerglings for Chuck Norris running on up here. Fully upgraded Zerglings with adrenal glands. Not bad stuff. Can they take down this planetary fortress? Is Chuck Norris paying attention enough to repair this thing, or is it just going to die? It might actually die. No, the DPS is too good. The Lings do get completely destroyed there. Corruptors flying in, trying to pick off what they can from this Raven group, but that Viking count is really stupid high now. It is, how many Vikings do we have? Where are they? Viking player, 62 Vikings. 62 is a lot. King Wraith, just unless someone's going to stop me, we're just going to keep murdering stuff here, I suppose, is how this is going to work. Intimidator's left the game, so killing his stuff isn't as big of a deal. I don't think he has any workers left anyway, providing money for the rest of his team. More Lings up here in King Wraith's base. Defensive Lings are here, but they can't actually attack, and neither can these roaches. You can make Lings to make Banelings, you can make roaches to make Ravagers, but you can't attack with them, and the Banelings clear them out anyway, so Baneling player for Ragnar making it happen. King Wraith pulling back just a little bit, and are these Banelings finally gone? So the Cyclones and Lings along the left side cut a big swath through Team Blue's base. Team Red lost a lot of stuff on the left side as well, so kind of left arms getting cut off just a little bit here. Ling's getting surrounds on these Ravagers and actually mowing them down pretty effectively. We talked about this. Ling DPS, man. Fully upgraded Lings against +2/+2 Ravagers. That was not even a fight. Those Lings ate them for dinner. That was the most cost-effective kill we've seen in this game so far. Actually lifting a command center here at one of Chuck Norris's gold bases. We've got a Ling here for Bloodstock trying to take down a hatch. What is left here? There are a bunch of Corruptors here for Intimidator. There are about, 24, 26 Corruptors here in the sky. Ling's finishing off Ragnar stuff along the left side. No assimilators for you. I know your hatchery's gone, which is bad news. Ragnar can't make Banelings. Did he lose his Baneling nest? That's bad. That's actually really bad news. Spine Crawler's coming up, but Spines against fully upgraded Cracklings is just not a good fight. Roaches here. What up? We're going to try to mess up the pathing on the Zerglings so that they don't attack the Spine Crawlers directly. Not really working out that well. But the Lings end up getting killed anyway. Widowmines. Again, Widowmine player hasn't done a whole lot, but it's a rough job being the Widowmine player. Lings at another planetary fortress of Chuck Norris's. Auto turrets getting tossed down. Can the Lings take this? That's just the splash damage is just too good. Planetary fortress survives again. A major attack from Lings against it. That's kind of the lesson, man, is that Lings against planetary fortresses, even fully upgraded, especially against two here at the back door of the blue team's base, not going to be that great. Widowmines trying to wander in and murder things, but they're not great against buildings because they won't engage on buildings, and the Spine Crawler is going to cause problems. So killing these roaches is fine, I guess. Overlord's dying, pretty good as well. Re-expanding is Intimidator. Re-expanding is actually someone who's controlling Intimidators, expanding a couple times. The boss taking bases in the left side. The boss has another base there as well. And Widowmines just effectively firing on whatever they can find and then retreating. Ravens coming in to clear these guys out. We can see you when you're invisible, say the Ravens. We can also throw it on auto turrets and make your life just super darn miserable. Because you don't engage on auto turrets, do ya? You really don't. More Lings from Bloodstock. This dude is trying to make this thing happen as best as he can. The Lings can't quite get that full surround that they want. Chuck Norris isn't even bothering to repair at this point in time. He has 16,000 minerals, and he's not repairing. Cyclones show up for the boss. That should be enough. Is it enough? 4 Cyclones? No, can't out-damage the repair done by this many SCVs. It's like 16 SCVs. It's a lot of repair is what it is. Corruptors from Intimidator back. Intimidator's still around in spirit, man. Finally kills something. Is that the first thing? No, the second thing killed by the Corruptors in this game. Oh, that's sad. The boss still murdering stuff, but planetary fortresses strategically placed throughout blue base here by Chuck Norris, pretty much making this hard Really difficult to do anything on the right side for these Cyclones. The Raven groups show up, say auto turrets, do your thing. And everything is out. More Lings. K, for round 8, can you take down this planetary fortress? No, they don't even try. The Ling's just running for it. Just getting out of there, trying to get across the map and murder what they can. This base by Ragnar is pretty vulnerable. If the Lings are heading this way, it could be a problem for Team Blue. Is trying to get spine crawlers up, but oh, actually the Lings bypassing that entirely. Where are they trying to go? Big old line of spine crawlers here for Ragnar. The Lings could probably handle that. Oh, they're going after reactors here for Acer. I mean, I don't know that he wants to make any more Vikings. Is he maxed out? No, he's not maxed out, so we could want more here. Ling's going after an orbital command. Not really anything there to kill. Spawning pool, possibly. Lings versus auto turret. The auto turret trying to kill them before they take down the spawning pool. It's going to be close. And no, saves the spawning pool with auto turrets. Save your spawning pool with auto turrets today. Widow mines running on in. What can they do? Widow mines. I don't know. Zerglings moving in here at the same time for Bloodstock. Widow mines might actually fire on these Ravens. No, Chuck Norris paying too much attention. Too close of attention here to engage these Widow mines. Poor Widow mines. Good fire on that clump of Vikings, though. That actually did some good damage. A little bit careless is Acer there. You don't want to lose all your Vikings. Zerglings continuing to happen for Bloodstock. He's taken down supply depots. He's trying to avoid Banelings. Lings again taking out spine crawlers. The upgrades do not help spine crawlers, so fully upgraded Lings at this stage of the game pretty good against static defense. As we can see here, Banelings exploding, killing their own things. Widowmine player for Deathstone is still around. I cannot believe Team Red came back into this game. They lost so much stuff. Okay, every base on the left side has now been taken. This right side blue base is the only one that has not been taken yet. Widow mines for Death Zone, hanging out. Corruptor count for Intimidator is up to 37, which is good for a dead player at this point in time. Bloodstock has a base. Bloodstock is probably one of the better players in this match. This is actually a pretty good mono battle. I know it's not ladder. I know you can't really control for who gets into a mono battle, but this, I don't think anybody's terrible. Nobody's bad in this game. I might upgrade this to, I don't know, maybe say a Masters level mono battle. Possibly, I might say that in the description. Banelings running on in to Bloodstock's base. Here, it's, I mean, basically in the middle of the map, but it's kind of on Blue's side of the map here. So this is stealing stuff for Bloodstock. The Widow mines again, trying to get into a position where they can hit the Ravens. They're just bad at that. And the Hunter Seekers, man, just destroying these Widow mine groups like they're not even there. Lings for Bloodstock. Do not let the opponent rest. Do not let them rest. Kill them all. Kill all their spine crawlers. Kill all of their starports. Kill their queens. Cyclone player for the bosses here as well. Going to try to take down this lair of King Wraith. Get that Roach Warren. You're going to be in a pretty good spot. And they are. The Lings are going to take down the Roach Warren. King Wraith can't make any more Ravagers. How many does he actually have right now? I haven't seen a Ravager in a while. Blue team Ravager count. Nothing. 4 Ravagers. Okay. Not super ideal. Baneling trying to get rid of these Zerglings. The Cyclones trying to murder stuff as well. It's just unupgraded Lings messing up the pathing is pretty much what it is. Cyclones getting credit for these kills, even though the Lings can't really attack them at all. Team Blue losing some stuff. I mean, this Bloodstock player refuses to give up. How many? Bloodstock. 21,000 resources lost for him. Death Zone has lost 35,000 though, and King Wraith lost 32. A lot of dead stuff here. Got to take their economy away, says King Wraith. Yep, you're probably right about that. Probably right about that. The Corruptors could take down this base. Come around this back side. You got it. Spine crawlers at the front, spore crawlers at the front, but nothing at the back. Get it. Caustic. No. Caustic spray before. There we go. Before the Vikings show up. And they're going to get it. Another base down to the Corruptors. Team Blue starving a little bit here, but do still have these 2 gold bases on the right side. Lings just, again, so good against these Ravagers. They're still +2/+2 Ravagers. I'm not sure it would make much of a difference. I think the Lings would be okay against the Ravagers regardless. Another Queen dead. More stuff dead here for King Wraith. So many drones getting destroyed, trying desperately to hold on, but the Ravens can't be everywhere at once. They can't be everywhere at once, but they're here. They're here. The Corruptors, if we get right on top of the Ravens, maybe they can't Hunter-Seeker missile us is the idea here. Gonna fight again. Oh, okay, gonna fight against the Vikings. Viking versus Corruptor, the grudge match. Coming back around, though, is Chuck Norris. Can I even up the odds a little bit? What do you think? Can I even up the odds here? Again, both just so doing well against each other. Hunter-Seeker missile does fizzle. Does fizzle along that right side. And more Zerglings. More Zerglings here for Bloodstock. Dude, go kill some stuff. I know you're holding... I guess there are too many planetary fortresses, though. The Acer are making bases now. That's exciting stuff. The Corruptors all just die. Wait, Intimidator's not gone. Didn't he leave? Didn't somebody leave? I thought Intimidator left, but he's still here. I don't know. Oh, Hunter-Seeker. Goodbye, Widowmines. We hardly knew thee. That's a good sound. That's a good sound. Oh, the right base has been taken by Death Zone. This is one of the most insane mono battles I've ever cast. Holy smokes. Lings, again, getting us around on these Ravagers. They die so quickly. So quickly. Picking off creep tumors. Picking off spore crawlers. I wish I could see how many things Bloodstock has killed, because it's so many things that he has killed. King Wraith trying to expand again. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. These Lings are going to shut that down. King Wraith losing more drones. How many workers do you have left, King Wraith? 5. You have 5 drones, and let's make that... Is that going to be 0? That's 0. That's 0 drones left for King Wraith here. That is bad. That is a really, really bad place to be. Widowmines firing on the Vikings pretty well there, taking out a lot of Vikings. King Wraith displeased. I had my econ up again, but then guess who showed up? Bloodstock. Bloodstock's the MVP of this match, man. He is keeping Team Red in this thing pretty much single-handedly. I mean, Death Zone's still bringing in Widowmines, doing what he can. Cyclone player's been a little bit quiet, playing more defense than anything else. But man, these Zerglings have just absolutely wrecked everything here. Team Blue has these bases on the right side. I don't know if it's enough. Everything else is getting mined out incredibly rapidly, pretty much all over the map. 32 minutes into this game. Widowmines heading over to the right side. I guess we'll try to kill some more stuff. Can they shoot up this ramp, maybe? Maybe they can shoot up this ramp. I don't know. Bloodstock expanding in Blue's area along this left side. This dude with the BM just BMing as fast and as hard as he can. More Lings running up. There are just so many planetary fortresses now. It makes it pretty much impossible for Lings to do much here. You gotta rely maybe on the Cyclones, maybe on the Corruptors to do something about these planetary fortresses. King Wraith complaining so hard about this right now. How many Lings are on the field? 121 Lings. Where are they? Was that another Hunter-Seeker? It was another Hunter-Seeker against this Death Zone. Just keeps losing. Just keeps losing Widowmines. Another group of Bloodstock Lings here. There are about how many? About 20 of them? 30 of them or so. Again, Lings running into Banelings, not great. Lings running into planetary fortresses, also not great. Is this enough, though? Hang on. These Lings, there are a bunch of them. Oh, the repair. The clutch repair from Chuck Norris. Gonna save it. The Lings, I don't think they would have had it anyway. Man, Zerglings. Zerglings in this situation, not as good. As it turns out, Cyclone player shows up for the boss, gets rid of these spine crawlers, trying to kill this hatchery by Bloodstock along the left side. Saves it. Saves it extremely well. Terran building armor being researched by Death Zone. I don't know why at this point in time. Cyclone player by the boss is roving around. Lings kind of supporting Team Red, sort of working together now. Spine crawlers again at this stage of the game. Against +3 attack, Cyclones, 8 damage per shot, weapon speed 0.1. Did you see those spines disappear? I saw those spines disappear extremely quickly, but guess what? Auto turrets and Hunter-Seeker is pretty good against most things, it turns out. Doing some work. The Cyclones don't care, man. They're going to kill every single hatchery they see. Team Red trying to make this thing work. Where are the Zerglings? The Zerglings are not really engaged. Corruptor's taking out some of the Vikings. Corruptor-Viking grudge match is a really good grudge match, you guys. It is really strong for both of these players. Cyclones here at the front, murdering some things. Are these Cyclones still alive? These Cyclones are still alive. Lings in here against Ragnar's base. The Cyclone's going to go after this lair. Look how fast it dies. And it's out. That was like 4 seconds. Gone. Ragnar loses his lair. How many workers does he have? Ragnar has 1 worker. It's 50 for the Acer, 28 for Chuck Norris, and 1-0 for the Zerg players for Team Blue right now. Team Blue is not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. These Cyclones are still murdering stuff. Ragnar's hatches just in a ton of trouble here as well. Deathstone's base on the right side still alive. Corruptor Ball for Intimidator not really doing much. These Cyclones still, 6 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. I feel like they should have more kills, but Planetary Fortress takes out 2 of them. And then Auto Turret gets rid of the remaining Cyclones. So good push there by the Cyclone player. I'm liking that very much. Deathzone attacking up the left side here as well. Intimidator getting rid of Overlords. King Wraith is not anywhere near supply box. He has 3 supply and 88 available. Tries to expand. No. Nope. Trying to expand. Ling's getting rid of another hatchery attempt by King Wraith. King Wraith's just getting kind of just punched in the face every time he tries anything. It's a bad place to be. Team Red has more of the map right now than Team Blue does. 36 minutes into this game. The Raven count is 33. The Viking count is 32. So we have 60 units for Team Blue. And again, they complement each other pretty well. I'm going to argue. They complement each other pretty darn well. Widowmine player Deathzone is desperately trying to do this thing. And again, I don't know how much stuff he's killed, but he's been around. He's been trying. He's trying to defend his own base of Death Zones along the left side here. That should probably be a Planetary Fortress. I like the missile turrets that are getting thrown down here at the same time. More Hunter Seeker on the Corruptors. Oh my gosh, so much Hunter Seeker on the Corruptors. That probably rivaled a nuke and just the sheer amount of damage that was done there. These ones might fizz. Nope, it came back in a little bit. Widowmines again trying to burrow themselves in great positions. Auto turrets by Chuck Norris pushing in on Deathstone's base. He has so many mules though. He has 15 mules. 15 at this base. Ling's up here for Ragnar's bases. He's going to lose these hatches as well. Ling's keep getting distracted by the planetary fortresses that are nearby. But I think these bases might actually die for Ragnar here. Mind out is the Acer. Mind out is Chuck Norris. You know, in a game where bases are getting mined out very rapidly, free auto turrets is pretty good. It turns out. Are the Corruptors dead, says Ragnar. No, there are 41 of them. So no, absolutely not. That is not the case. Caustic Spray, I heard it getting thrown down on something. Caustic Spray on creep tumors. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that one. Bloodstock might be running out of money. 1,600 resources in the bank, which is not a lot. Not a lot. Has some Lings defending here as well on Deathstone's bases along the right side. And the Lings just can't do anything against these planetary fortresses. They just can't. If there were enough of them, if you wanted to sacrifice enough of them, he could make it work. But I think he wants to use them in other ways. Corruptors whittling down this Viking count as best as they can. Viking counts at 29. Corruptor counts at 35. More Hunter Seeker. And fizzling out. Fizzling out, unfortunately. Alright, so Team Blue has no mining bases. Like, their income right now is effectively 0. 400, 400 for the two Terran players. About 1,000 each for Team Red right now. So Team Blue not feeling good. Not feeling good about their spot. Can't necessarily say that I disagree with that. His spot is in a rough way, to be sure. Auto turrets getting thrown down on these mules. Wait, his own mules? No, what was he killing there? Oh, some Cyclones that are here. Cyclones that are blending in with the red creep. Red, purple? Red, purple creep? Something like that. Yeah, this is like this. Oh, that's it. That's this gold base by the Acer is out. This other gold base is Chuck Norris goes out at about the same time. Boop. That brings our income to a total number of 0 for the Acer. And Chuck Norris steadily dropping to 16 to 0. Team Blue has no income. None. 0 income in this game, you guys. And I don't see how they get additional bases unless auto turrets just continue to wreck everything here. Corruptors, again, every unit they can kill is good, right? Every Viking they can kill, every Raven they can kill is a good thing. The Viking volleys are just really strong, though. That is what they are. Auto turrets getting tossed down as well on these Widow Mines. Auto turrets, man. Just getting rid of spore crawlers. Slowly pushing on this base of bloodstocks. Bloodstock has 1900 minerals. Doesn't quite know what to do with them is the problem. He needs to find a way for his Lings to take down planetary fortresses, which would be good. Death Zone, muling up hard. He might be feeding some of the other players as well. If I were him, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. These Hunter Seekers are doing so much work. Look at how damaged these Corruptors are. They're all yellows, oranges. Yellows and oranges are bad. They're bad colors is what they are. Is there any income coming in for Team Blue? Nope, Team Blue has no income. 0. Still, at this point. Cyclones slowly getting rid of some of these buildings that Team Blue has. I mean, it might just turn into a game where you just have to kill the buildings of your opponent. The Corruptors can get the ones that are flying, which is good. Auto Turret Mania on our red Terran base along this left side. Out. Death Zone's base is gone. Completely out. Thank you for playing. Cyclone's trying to use the lock-on ability on these Vikings. Ragnar wants to retake this base along the left side that is effectively mined out. But you know what? Some income is better than nothing. Income. Cyclone's getting rid of a planetary fortress. Good. Good. Now the Lings can clean up what is left here. Good. Good teamwork. The Lings are coming up. Can they do it? No, the Ling's pulling back. Bloodstock is worried. Bloodstock is worried about his future. Is he going for it? This is enough Lings, I think, to take down a planetary fortress. So forcing liftoffs there. The Lings trying to get that surround. No, they're not even worrying. They're not even bothering with it. They don't want to waste this many Zerglings. Here comes Bloodstock. No, 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 no. Ravens are here. Run. Not that way either. Pull back. Pull back. Pulling back so fast. Okay, so Bloodstock is out. The Ravens are protecting this right side, which is really all there is to protect for Team Blue. So how do you break this if you're Team Red? Widowmines. You know what? If I'm Widowmine player, I'm feeding Cyclone and Corruptor and Ling player. I just don't feel I have a whole lot of use in this game. I've killed some Vikings. That's good. Definitely killed some Vikings here. Pushing in with the auto turrets on Death Zone's base on the right side. Not mined out, but it's very close. It's going to be done within the next couple of minutes here. So auto turrets, do your worst. Death Zone, probably not worried about it. The gas is just about out as well. A lot of SCVs on these refineries, actually. Probably more than you would need. Corruptor's still flying around. Intimidator's taking a base on the left side. Corruptor's just trying to pick something off. That's all they're trying to do here. They're getting chased down by the Vikings, though. Look out! Not even really worried about attacking into it. Flying over some missile turrets. +3 armor, +3 attack. Pretty good for Corruptors. But if you're 42 minutes in the game, you probably should have those upgrades anyway. I'm trying to bait possibly over these Widow Mines. That would have been amazing. Oh, shoot. Are they going to fire? Whoa! Taking down that Viking count. Taking it down. A little bit careless there. There are still 28 Vikings, though. Still 28 Vikings here. Hunter Seeker being thrown down. Everybody pulling out. Oh, not actually. No, he's embracing it. Embracing it. Trying to get them on top of the Vikings. Suicide bombing onto the Vikings, but all the Corruptors died. I think that was all the Corruptors. That is 0 Corruptors left. The Viking count is still not 26. It's 9. It is 9. It almost worked. It almost worked there. Planetary Fortress does get killed by Zerglings. We needed those Vikings, says King Wraith. This is looking real bad. This is looking real bad. The Ravens for Chuck Norris trying to make this thing happen. Trying to make it happen, but that is pretty much all that's left for Team Blue. It's 11 Vikings and 26 Ravens. Again, 3 units, good. Oh, trying again to do this whole Hunter Seeker thing. Right, so Hunter Seeker will do splash damage, even friendly splash damage. So if you get Hunter Seeker on one of your units, if you can bring it back to this clump of Ravens and actually have it hit them, peel off, peel off, peel off, peel off, peel. Not all of them. It might have been the worst split of all time. It's okay. It's okay. It's hard. It is hard to play this game. Intimidator expanding up the left side further and further. Is he making more Corruptors? Not really. Production tab says no. That's not the case. Doesn't have enough gas for it is the thing. Wants to take these Vespine geysers here at this base, which is fine. Widow Mines, just anything they can kill. Anything the Widow Mines can kill is a good thing. Intimidator says, Ravens are too cost-effective. You are not wrong. You are extremely correct, my friend. Take the left side. Says the Acer, we can own. We can remake. We can rebuild. I don't know. This game is 45 minutes already. I gotta start setting up commercial breaks in these long games, is what I gotta do. There's probably one that I try to sneak in here somewhere. For those of you who don't have ad block, which I appreciate not having ad block, or if you want to have ad block, supporting me on Patreon is also pretty good. I'm okay with that as well. Auto turrets kind of ruining Intimidator's attempts to do stuff over on this left side pretty darn well. They're not killing the hatcheries necessarily, but all the drones die very, very quickly. Oh, you know what? The hatcheries are dying. I take it back. Hatcheries are getting killed by auto turrets here. 7 range, 24 damage, weapon speed 0.57. Damage done, you guys. Super great. All right, so if we can't have this left side base, says Team Blue, it says Team Blue, no one can have left side base. The Acer trying to move over and do stuff. Creep Tumor lives? Yeah, his own Creep Tumor lives. He needs to kill it, though. Got to kill that Creep Tumor. It's causing problems. Intimidator has a base on the left side. Bloodstock might be out of this, you guys. He has 6,000 minerals, though. Is he just feeling defeated? Is it 46 minutes into this game? No one's making anything, so it's 21 Zerglings for Bloodstock. Got 48 Widow Mines and 6 Corruptors for Team Red, period. That is all she wrote. The boss has no Cyclones at all at this point in time. It's 26 Ravens and 19 Vikings. 26 and 19. Production tab, pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Some Lings from Bloodstock trying to take down one of Chuck Norris's orbital commands that he finally lifts, recognizing maybe I should actually lift one of my bases. Ragnar says we can win this thing. We can do this thing. We can protect these bases on the left side. We can do it. If the Lings are over here, I could shut it down, but they seem to be confused as to what their true option is here. The Lings getting killed by auto turrets. Again, Chuck Norris has killed a lot of everything, but a lot of Zerglings have died to auto turrets here as well. In all reality, Death Zone flying his bases over into missile turrets. Is he trying to do that? Looks like he's moving them out of the way once they start getting hit. So Intimidator has a base here. Long distance mining as the Terran units, though, from this base, which is very interesting to get scanned by Team Blue. A lot of spine crawlers and Lings along this right side. This base, you guys. This game is killing me. It's killing me. Spreading creep is Intimidator. That's pretty fantastic stuff here. SCV is trying to fight. But planetary fortresses with range are just too good. SCV is trying to do this thing, but man, if you're fully upgraded Lings can't do it, SCVs can do it. Yeah, that's just 66 kills on that planetary fortress. Ravens for Chuck Norris clearing out all this creep. Intimidator spent all this time building. You guys just spent all this time doing this stuff. This base is in a lot of trouble. The Ravens are here. The Ravens are here. But guess what? So are the auto turrets. A lot of dead SCVs. A lot of dead SCVs. What do we got? What do we got? Team Red 9, 18, 8, and that's it. 9, 18, and 8 workers, period. Not a lot of workers on this map so far. Or to this point. Queen's getting murdered by auto turrets. More auto turrets being thrown down against Intimidator. And we have a good game out of Intimidator. He said okay, he must have said GG earlier, not actually left. Chuck Norris with the GG as well. Is this going to be it? Oh, the boss is out. What? The boss is gone. Our Cyclone player is gone. Bloodstock's gone as well. Deathstock Intimidator is gone. Team Blue exults in their victory. Holy bleep. Epic, says Ragnar. We actually did it, says King Rain. PDD's thrown down to absorb the shots from Spore Crawlers. Auto turrets there as well. Intimidator, are you still around? Intimidator's still here, man. I think the rest of his team is left. Bloodstock going forward against his planetary fortress, but with the Lings and the repairs, just the reaction time is just too good. Just too good here. Ravens, how many kills? 19 kills, 15 kills, 0. How do you... Oh, it's a Viking. Right. 34 kills, 24 kills, 29 kills. The Ravens, man. The Ravens have been good, and that's it. Intimidator's left the game as well. Is that Team Blue? Have you won? Who hasn't left? Is Bloodstock still here? I thought he left. I thought he was gone. Bloodstock might be trying to do this thing with planetary fortresses against with spine crawlers against this PF, which now has 98 kills. By the way, we might give him 200 depending on how this works out. No, kill steal by the planetary fortress behind him. He'll get 99 though. 99 is a pretty good number. Pretty good number to be proud of. Auto turrets, thank you for playing. Bloodstock, I'm gonna murder all your stuff now. Team Blue retakes the left side of the map, happily mining, happily upgrading the planetary fortresses in case Lings decide to show up. But I mean, Team Red literally has 3 queens and 22 widow mines. That's it. Who's even still here? Who is still here? Is it Bloodstock? Stuff's moving around, but you can't tell who's controlling it. Those ravens are good, says King Wraith. Yeah, they are. I mean, each of them have at least 20. That one is, okay, maybe that one only has 14 kills, but most of them have 20 or 30 or more. Ignore that one that had 15. Ignore it entirely. Big hits on Corruptors, big deal. Ravens, yo, free units in these games. Ragnar says, gotta get Falcon to cast this one. You know what? It took me a while. But I got to it. This was actually played a few weeks ago now, but it's been sitting there, interesting me in my replay folder, and I got around to it. Are we gonna have to speed this thing up? King Wraith says, he always casts the ones where I'm dead. Yeah, fair enough. It's a good point. Sorry, King Wraith. I haven't really seen you play that well, but your team won, so that's good news. Are you serious? Who's still around? Are you? All right, we're doing this. Sound, music. See the annual flight of the native factory, says Death Zone. Oh, Death Zone hasn't left. Death Zone, you're funny. You're a funny guy. He's killing all of his own factories, trying to land them. These 2 might actually land and not burn to death. Nope, one of them will land and not burn to death. The rest of them will. All right, so we're going to watch Vikings and auto turrets murder everything, but I think we're going to wrap stuff up at this point. So, pretty good mono battle. Again, the teamwork was good. Again, the Ravens really good here as well. The MVP for Team Red was absolutely the Ling player. He did what he could, but there are too many PFs around. So, it's actually a pretty good strategy. If you happen to be a Terran player playing against somebody who has Zerglings on the other team, make a whole bunch of planetary fortresses, and you pretty much make them essentially null and void, is what you do. And it's a good place. It's a good place to be. Did he ever use this Nidus? I don't think he did. Resources lost, 72,000 for Team Red. 37, 39, and 81,000 lost for Intimidator. Compared to 28, 36, 40, and 48. Yeah, so just more cost efficient for sure. Where is Chuck Norris? Lost the fewest amount. Yeah, the fewest amount of resources. 29,000 resources compared to everybody else at least 36 or more. Well done. Well done indeed. Widow Mines firing on some of these Vikings. But all right, that's going to be it for me. Death Zone's out. Yay, Death Zone's gone. Everybody else is left, and that's going to be it. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You could also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.